Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Rosenberg, and today's topic is how to cope with holiday stress. 30 years ago, when I first got in practice, the day after Christmas was my busiest day ever for my first year in practice. And a lot of people came in with headaches and back pain and neck aches and all kinds of ailments. And being kind of young and kind of naive to the mind-body connection and not thinking about it, a couple of people who I felt a little bit more comfortable with, when they were complaining to me about what hurt, I said, "What's the matter? You didn't get the present you wanted?" And a few people got a little stressed out by that, and I stopped doing that immediately, and I realized that the impact of this time of year had a much greater effect on the physical and emotional well-being of my patients and myself, for that matter, than I ever thought possible. So I started thinking about it, and historically, this is my busiest time of year as a doctor, and it is my most stressful time of year as a human. And there's lots of reasons for this. We have shorter days, we can exercise less. We eat things that we like the taste of, but may not necessarily be good for us. We have obligations of parties and get-togethers and driving distances or flying places for family gatherings, which are as joyful as they may be. Those incur a little bit of stress on us as well. So today what I want to talk about is how to cope with that stress. First of all, make sure you keep exercising, keep moving your body. Any energy that gets stuck as a tight muscle is going to manifest as pain, if not a deeper symptom like a headache. Okay, I'm not just talking about superficial pain, but like deep pain. So make sure you can still move around, even if it's a short walk. In my book, I talk about using a rebounder. That's a nice thing to move the body around 5-10 minutes just to get the blood flowing, because you can't run outside this time of year. It may be inconvenient to bike ride or get to a yoga class or something like that, something to move the energies around. Also, keep in mind that it is impossible on any given day without the holidays for our intellectual or emotional desires, needs to be met. But most of the times you say, well, I didn't get what I want done at work today. That's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. Jim didn't value me at work today, but that's okay. You know, he never sees how good a job I do. But this seems to be magnified this time of year. So you're going to a party, and there are a few people there that tend to rub you the wrong way. And you go and go, God, if they talk about that again, I think I'm going to scream. Well, my teacher used to say something that was very interesting to me. And so he used to say, Mark, that which you see, you will not be. I'll repeat that. That which you see, you will not be. So if you know ahead going into that party that you're going to react, tighten up, have an emotional reaction to something that somebody might say, you will change what goes on. All right? If you go in and go, oh, I'm not going to let it bother me, you're going to mask it out with tension. It's going to bother you anyway, and you're going to come out feeling garbage, feeling like garbage. That's why a lot of people drink this time of year, so to not have to deal with some of the stuff that comes up. So just go into a situation knowing I am going to have a reaction. It is going to be a stressful time, and just note it. Don't make any judgments. Don't make any plans on what to do. Just say to yourself, I'm just going to watch what goes on. And what happens is, you'll change the nature of how you react. Because as Jim or whoever it is says something that you find incredibly annoying for the 10th year in a row, you're looking and you're saying, wow, this is what he always says to me. I can't believe it. Wow. Okay, that's it. Whatever. And you're saying it to yourself. I'm just saying it out loud for your benefit. And what'll happen is that the person saying it to you, you can't change what they're going to say. You can't change what they're going to do. But the only thing you can do is change your own reaction to it. And when you do that, you'll walk out of that party, that gathering, that get-together feeling much more relaxed. And you'll say, well, and you can say to yourself, well, I did it again, but so what? And then the next year it gets even easier and easier. And it's a type of conditioning, if you will, to understand that people are sometimes not aware of what they say, and we are not aware of how we react to what they say or do. So this is an exercise to get into a situation, to observe what's going on in you, and just don't judge it, just let it go. Now, keep in mind, this is not for people who don't like to take responsibility, because as soon as you do this, you're actually taking responsibility for your own reactions. Aha. So what happens is, if you want to walk out of that party and go, can you believe what Jim said? I can't believe it. Well, then you're not, that's what Jim said. Let's talk about how you reacted. That's the only thing you could change anyway in a given situation. All right? So That's my suggestion. That which you see, you will not be. So observe it. Don't judge it. Okay. And also it's okay sometimes to say, if you have 5 parties in a week, sometimes it's okay to bow out early and not worry what people think of you. You know, you have to rest the next day. You have to go to work the next day. You have to do a lot of things the next day. And that'll help you. It's also a time of year where a lot of sweets come out, and then sometimes the more sugar you eat, the worse you feel. So if you could limit your sugar intake, drink lots of water, of course, be careful with the alcohol and other party stuff. Before you go into a situation, you might also stretch your neck and roll your shoulders, because that's where the apex of the tension, okay, goes to. All right, and that'll help you cope with the holiday stress for this year and many others. And I want to wish everybody, in case I don't get to make another video in the next couple of weeks, a very happy holiday season and a happy new year. And for those of you who've purchased my book on iTunes, thank you very much. Again, I'm still working on the Kindle version. It takes time, and my second book will be out in 2014. And I'm going to try and do it from the start in both versions. All right, thanks. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks. Bye-bye.